best free things to do in Tokyo. Tokyo has a reputation for being expensive. It's true that the basic costs aren't really cheap, but at the same time there's a variety of free entertainment options. If you Google free activities in Tokyo, you'll find an enormous number of attractions. The Tsukiji Fish Market and the sumo stables, for example, are popular among tourists, but these aren't places where locals typically go. To help you experience Tokyo less like a tourist and more like its inhabitants, our clued-up local Kazue shares 10 of her favorite things to see and do for free. 1. Enjoy the greenery, cherry blossoms and more. Some people say there is no nature in Tokyo. There are many buildings indeed, but if you have a closer look you'll see that the city is also filled with plants. Tokyoites have been cherishing plants for centuries. People who visited Japan during the Edo period, 1603 to 1868, Philip Franz Bouth the Cervantes-Bold, Robert Fortune, and Vittorio Armangian, for instance, were fascinated by the Japanese gardening culture in which even poor people enjoyed growing plants and making the most of limited space and resources. Regardless of class, enjoying plants is still one of the favorite pastimes of Tokyo locals. If you visit Tokyo in spring, you shouldn't miss the opportunity to do ohanami, cherry blossom viewing, which typically involves having a party under the cherry trees. People bring food and drinks, sit down on picnic rugs and chat with their friends or colleagues. As long as you mind your P's and Q's, don't damage the branches of the trees, don't be too loud, don't get too drunk and don't litter, you can do it for free anywhere, from famous parks such as Ueno, Asukayama, Yoyogi and Sumida to small local parks. Otherwise you can simply take a walk under the trees. I recommend Sotobori Park, which stretches for 2 kilometers along the railway. It's one of the best places for ohanami walking in Tokyo. Don't be disappointed if you miss the ohanami season, though. There's something worth seeing all year round: peonies in winter, azaleas and wisterias in late spring, hydrangeas in early summer, morning glories and Chinese lantern plants in summer. In autumn you can admire the red and golden leaves that cover the city's streets, parks and mountains. I recommend you visit the tunnel of ginkgo trees in Meiji-jin Ugeian. Chrysanthemum festivals also take place in autumn and have a very Japanese atmosphere. The amazing thing is that almost everything can be seen free of charge in Tokyo's temples and parks. 2. Immerse yourself in spiritual experiences. Can you guess the number of shrines and temples in Tokyo? According to statistics published by the Agency for Cultural Affairs, there are 1,469 and 2,880, respectively. While Kyoto's most famous temples have admission fees, you can visit temples and shrines for free in Tokyo. At some Tendai and Shingon, esoteric Buddhist sects, temples, Fukigawa Fudasan for example, you can see powerful Goma rituals. Some Soto, another major Buddhist sect, temples offer Zen meditation for free, Shishaji being one of the best places to experience it in Tokyo. Shrines and temples are also where local festivals take place. There are lots of festivals to choose from, especially in summer, and they're free to attend as well. 3. Discover Japanese gardens and hotels. Tokyo is one of the best cities for enjoying Japanese gardens. One of the reasons is that, during the Edo period, feudal lords lived in mansions. Having a gorgeous garden was a symbol of their power. Consequently, Japanese gardening techniques spread throughout the city. Some of these gardens still exist as parks. Although many of the most famous ones charge admission fees, there are some that you can enter for free. I recommend the following 2 gardens, both of which are free and owned by hotels that welcome visitors. Hakuin, visit this immaculately maintained garden and you'll forget you're in the middle of Tokyo. There's even a bonsai road where you can see a 520-year-old bonsai. Shinzanso, this garden was established in 1861 during the Meiji era. It's a popular place for weddings, so it's likely you'll see lots of brides, some dressed in beautiful kimono. From late May to June you can also see fireflies for free. 4. Go and see the Imperial Palace. You may be wondering if there are any castles in Tokyo. Actually, there aren't any completely preserved ones, but there are many ruins. You can see the moats, walls and ramparts of what was Japan's biggest castle, Edo-jo, on the grounds of the Imperial Palace. You can visit the Imperial Palace, advanced booking is recommended, as well as the East Gardens of the Imperial Palace for free. See the official website for opening hours. 5. Admire scenic views of the city at night. There are several nice places where you can enjoy the dynamic nighttime view of Tokyo besides the paid observation decks at Tokyo Skytree, Tokyo Tower, and Roppongi Hills. The most famous free observation deck is located in the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building. The great thing about this one is that it's open until 11 p.m. almost every day. Another free spot that has recently become popular among locals is the Bunkyo Civic Center. It's calmer than other observation decks and, as there aren't so many buildings around it, you get a relatively unobstructed view. It's popular with those who enjoy taking photos because the windows are angled to not reflect indoor lighting at night. 6. Make the most of free museum entry. Most of the famous museums in Japan charge an admission fee, but some allow you to enter for free on certain days, so make sure to check the website of the museum that interests you before your visit. For example, the National Museum of Modern Art offers free entry on the first Sunday of every month, May 18, International Museum Day, and November 3, Culture Day. Another one that you can visit for free is Intermedia. Opened in 2013, it's gaining attention as an academic, artistic and experimental museum. Inside you'll find a whale skeleton, a giraffe skeleton and much more. It's located just 1 minute from Tokyo Station. 7. Join a brewery tour. Can you guess which alcoholic beverage is most popular in Japan? It's beer, not sake. If you like beer, it's worth visiting the breweries in and around Tokyo. Suntory Brewery, for example, provides free factory tours to the public. Advanced booking is required. You can learn how the beer is made and enjoy up to 3 glasses for free. 8. Take a traditional Japanese boat ride. Kodo Ward, in cooperation with Waisand Monokai, offers free traditional Japanese boat ride services from 10 o'clock to 14:15 about once a week. Check their schedule on their website. Note: the schedule is in Japanese. 9. Try clam digging. If you want to do something different, why not try clam digging in Tokyo? The general season is from mid-March to June. You can do it for free at several spots, for example Joninjima Park, Odaiba Park, Kasai Park and the beach close to Haneda Airport. 10. Go trekking. Trekking in Tokyo? Yes, as mentioned in my previous blog post. About 40% of Tokyo is mountains and forests. Mount Takao, which is 599 meters high, is the easiest mountain for one-day trekking. It offers beautiful views over Tokyo and, on clear days, Mount Fuji. It's also famous for being the habitat of giant flying squirrels.